He had a proper nice moustache until the chemo took it away. And that's what he resents most, not the loss of hair or the complexion of a ghost, but the lack of his upper lip fur. Styled as a French twirl, it was well smart and real elegant. When he wore a suit, he felt in truth like someone out of his element, but he loved that and the looks it would attract on the street. Purposely dishevelled yet understated, discreet, you see, it wasn't his decision to abandon ship. As the captain of his facial hair, he trimmed it, kept it neat. It tickled his girlfriend whilst they would sleep. She would roll over for a midnight kiss, so she felt the scrunching of the unholy tryst between man and stash. It'd be over in a flash, as she whisked her head away from the uncertain pain of his sandpaper lip. But now she thinks back to all those split-second lips becking kisses, and misses them when she no longer feels the burn at night. No pain, but not quite right, just soft and smooth, no need to move jerkily away. The doctors told him it would be that way, life or death, gone tomorrow, the hair of today. Told by the doctor to expect and accept their body's intention to reject hair, amongst other things, the horrendous pain, the vomiting. He can bear the late night spent hunched over a porcelain bowl, voice hoarse from the cold air he retches into, screaming internally, but keeping brave outside in case his girlfriend sees his health slide, noticeably. He builds a collection of tapes, that on later inspection of mixtapes, little escapes from reality, in case the gravity of the situation gets to him. Songs for her to listen to when he goes. If he goes, each mix starting soft, starting slow, building gradually until it explodes, so she knows it's okay to smile. But he laughs as he builds his pile, knowing it's useless as he'll be around a while, to listen with her. To every word as he beats his disease to lose his absurd, just a thought makes his skin taut with what seems to be a forced grin. From outside you couldn't decide if it's acceptance or optimism he feels within. He puts pen to paper with words he hopes are never met. They read, "My Grace, please never forget how I love you regardless. Please never regret or learn to resent the time we spent planning a future that never arrived." He knows he won't need those words when he's better, when he survives. She returns home one night to see him holding back tears. Upon those salty drops he chokes, but noticing her he turns and jokes, telling her of the cancer he can cope, but without the moustache there's no hope. 6 months later, and he's looking good. Smiling uncontrollably as any healthy guy would. She's 2 months pregnant and his moustache is back. His hair is still quite short, but it doesn't look mismatched. Today is the day he knows he's won. The day the tapes and letters can stay unsung, unread. He leaves the house alone for the first time since the cancer reared its ugly head. He doesn't need an ambulance. He walks instead to a coffee shop, where he sits and writes, "To my unborn child, you never know the fight I fought that brought me to this point, but I'll always love you, regardless, of course." And he seals it up to be left at home with the little note he wrote gross months ago. He folds it up and puts it into his pocket, stands up, takes one step, stumbles and falls to the floor. People rush to him and scream, "Call an ambulance!" into the roast bean air of the coffee store. He arrives at the hospital, heart still beating, but he flatlines. He quits breathing. Grace makes it in time to see his heart pump one last pump. She almost collapses, but the doctors catch her just slumped, and here she realises it's not just 7 more months, but a lifetime she has with his child, a piece of him, though she still doesn't smile. At the end of the day, she's passed a note, the letter to their unborn child he wrote. She reads it through and almost chokes until she turns it over and finds, "Grace, have hope. Find the tapes, find the letters, find the notes, find my love for you, forever, regardless."